Hi, scholars. I hope you had a great weekend. And I just want to start off by saying that I'm really proud of those scholars who are actually putting in that work, showing their teachers and their families the writing that they're doing. And I have a special shout out for Eleanor. She thought of a good rule. If she was a principal at VCP, she would create a rule that requires all scholars to wash their hands before going to lunch because she knows that during these times, it is very important to be safe. Now, I'm excited because every week, as you know, we have a new focus. This week, we will be focusing on, drum roll please, the solution. Yep, this week we're working on ending our stories, letting the reader know exactly how the problem was solved. Yep, I gave it away. The solution is how the problem is solved. Your turn. You got it. And I know you were loud and proud too. We always show so much enthusiasm even when we're at home. Why? Because we want to keep pumped for that writing. We want to train our brains to remember that it's important for us to build excitement for learning, right? And every week I'm seeing that. I'm seeing so many scholars utilizing these strategies and techniques in their writing. And I expect that this week we're going to know exactly what it looks like to have a clear solution. We need to know exactly how the problem was solved in our story, in order to make it good for the reader to understand exactly how the problem was solved. Now, I'm going to show you an example of a story that not only has a solution, but it has the other components of story: the setting, the characters, the problem, the attempts to resolve, and yes, the solution. I want you to look at the next clip. The sun was as hot as a volcano that Saturday morning at the fair. My dad, mom, and sisters were all tired from walking around and they wanted to go home. I wanted to stay longer, but my dad said it was too hot and we had to leave. I grabbed his arms and begged him to just stay for 10 more minutes, but he said no. I started to cry, but I thought of a better idea. What if I invite my friend Bethel and her family so that I can stay longer? I told my dad my great idea. He thought about it for a minute. Finally, he said that I can stay with Bethel and her family. I was so happy that I could finish having a great time at the fair. Solution was that I asked my dad if I could stay, if I stayed with Bethel and her family, and he said yes. Notice how I included how I felt after there was a solution to the story. This week, you are going to make sure that you have a clear solution in your story. But to make sure you understand exactly what it looks like to have a solution in your story, you're going to do a fun quiz. That's right, a fun quiz is coming up next. Check out the next clip. All right, scholars, the correct answer is the boy gave me back my pencil and I was able to finish my story. Why? Because there is a problem that was solved. We know that maybe the problem was she got her pencil taken away from her and she asked the teacher if the teacher could tell the boy to give her pencil back, and boom, the boy gave her pencil back and she was able to finish the story. That sounds like a solution to me. Your job, again, is to make sure that you end your stories this week with a clear solution. You can do it. Bring it on.